impromptu vlog. I was not planning on vlogging today, but out of a strange turn of events, me and Ethan have the day off. So we are gonna run around and I think just see what the day takes us, but I actually got like dressed kind of nice today. I should have done a fit check before I started this, but we're on our way now to the animal shelter because I don't even know, did I mention it? Did you mention it?
I don't remember.
I think I mentioned it, of like not getting an animal. And I know we said this last time we went to an animal shelter, which was like almost exactly a year ago, but we're really not. But I really just want to cuddle with something. But if they ask if we're serious, if that's like a deciding factor on whether they let me actually hold an animal or not, I'm gonna say yes. Because we're like kind of serious. We're not getting an animal.
Or maybe not getting an animal.
We're not getting an animal. I didn't even really vlog this, but a couple weeks ago, we had fostered a kitten for like 3 days that was found like outside someone's house. And we had it for about 3 days and like, ended up finding her a forever home. But then of course, like after she left, I was like, dang, that cat was kind of cute. I've been in this like little fix of like wanting to hold a little kitten again. Even though if we were to get an animal, like it would be a dog, and that was kind of why I didn't want to keep the cat, because I wanted our next animal to be a dog. We're gonna head there first, and then I think we're gonna go to Costco, maybe go to the mall, and like just see kind of where the day takes us. Maybe we'll go to a theme park, I don't know, but we're gonna take you along, so let's go. All right, it's 9:58. The animal shelter opens at 10. People are freaking lined up out here. But just before we go in, just so we're on the same page, we're not getting an animal.
Listen, I'm just kidding. It's up to you. But I'm not gonna say that because we're gonna walk in.
Funny thing is, I can absolutely remember me taking this exact clip a year ago, and
I was like, we're not getting a cat. And then
it panned like the next clip, and it was like, well, we got a cat. Let's go. Swear to God, do not come to an animal shelter for fun, just to look.
No, hey, do you want to repeat what you said before we went in?
I said we are not getting an animal. Like literally are not getting an animal. And you know what happened? I got a freaking animal. We've been here for 3.5 hours. And oh my God. It's ridiculous. We came in, we looked at dogs, we looked at puppies, we looked at cats. We stayed in the cat room for a long time.
There's a lot of cute kittens.
I held a cat and just didn't really feel a spark. So then we were on our way out and we decided to look through the dogs again, and this one dog caught my eye. Nothing like what we thought like our first dog would be. But she was so sweet and just so
little dog's tail.
She has a little dog tail. She's 73 pounds. 3 years old, and she just kept looking at me. So we took her out and, you know, played with her for 15 minutes, and then like she was a great temperament, put her back, and then couldn't decide. We just kept talking about it, and then went back and took her out again for a second interaction. And I finally decided, I guess we'll take her. You can't like give her that much hope and then knock her down. So for $80, I'm getting a dog who's gonna be spayed and up to date on shots and
potty trained?
Yeah, most likely potty trained already. Changing your name though, but did not think I would adopt a dog today. It's also crazy for me to think that I'm like a literal adult and just can go and do that on a random Tuesday.
Yeah.
Every time we've come to this animal shelter, we've adopted an animal. So we
We're 2 for 2.
For sure can't come back. I need to get all these supplies to have a dog in the next week. She's just so sweet. She's huge. So we're really hoping she'll do well with the cats. That's gonna be that was the biggest thing we were unsure about, is because they don't know how she'll be with cats. It doesn't seem like she has a huge prey drive, but I definitely think she has German Shepherd in her and maybe like a lab in there. She's very, very sweet and just has a nice calm temperament. Didn't I tell you that I thought we would get a dog in the summer?
Yeah.
And you didn't think we would get one?
Well, we were going through like breeders and couldn't find her, and so it's a little bit harder to find what we were looking for initially.
We really wanted a golden retriever puppy, and we got a 3-year-old mutt.
It's probably German Shepherd mixed with
lab. I think lab.
Probably lab.
Just, oh my god.
I guess everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But she's cute though.
Picture doesn't do her justice, but we think she's a stray, but we think she was in a home at one point, and because she does have a little bit of training.
Kind of seems like she maybe got out.
Yeah. Well, now that we've adopted a dog, we need all the supplies for it. So I guess that's what the rest of our day is going to consist of, is going to stores and getting little things. I think I'm going to order a bunch of stuff off Amazon and TikTok shop that I've had saved, but there is some stuff we'll probably get in store. We're at Target now, but I know I need to get some garden soil from Target to fill in my the zucchini plants I ripped out. I want to plant some carrots there. But all right, guys, it's a bit later now. We came home and did some relaxing, but we also did a lot of online shopping, ordering a bunch of stuff off Amazon for the new dog. Overall, I think we've ordered all the basic necessities of like what we're gonna need. I'm sure we're gonna get some more stuff in the coming days, but water bowls and like food bowls, leash, collar, crate, some toys, some like little molds to make I want to make homemade dog treats, so I actually know like the ingredients that are going in them. Some like enrichment stuff. I got a little like magnet thing to put on the fridge that tells you what human foods are good for dogs and which ones are toxic and stuff like that. Bunch of poop bags, and I got some yak chews, which if you don't know what those are, they're basically a 3-ingredient kind of like bone replacement for dogs. All they're made with is cheese, lime, and salt, or like milk, lime, and salt, and it creates this really hard like bone like thing that as they chew it and lick it, it will shrink down eventually, and when it gets super small you can put it in the microwave and it turns into a little cheese puff. So it's like very safe for dogs. They don't risk choking on it, and it's actually like good for them. But food wise, I need to figure out what food I'm going to put her on. The shelter has them on Hill Science diet, so they'll give us a little bag of that to bring home with us eventually, but I need to figure out exactly which kibble I'm going to transition her onto, or if I'll continue with Hill Science diet. The majority of what I want to feed her is I want to make like big batches of rice and mixed vegetables and like mix that with kibble, so it's like fresh and kibble, and I might mix in some like bone broth type of stuff, just so it's a little more natural and easier for them to digest. But we're gonna have to do a bit of rearranging in the coming days just so that the cats have their own spaces. We also ordered some like gates to put at our bedroom door and at the office so that the dog can't get into the litter box or things like that. So we haven't decided on a name yet either. We're kind of deciding between the name Maple and Winnie. Ethan really likes Maple. I'm kind of leaning more towards Winnie, I think, but we'll see how that changes in the coming days. On the road, back to the store. The plan is to go to like a TJ Maxx. We're gonna look at their pet sections there to see if we can find like a bed of some sort and maybe like a food container. I did save some stuff off Amazon that I like that I might buy later, but we're gonna see what we can find in a store. We're gonna go to like a PetSmart just so I can look at different brands of foods and read some of the ingredients, because I think I have some ideas for options, but I just want to kind of read up and look at the pricing for everything. And go and try and find like a Lowe's to try and find gates, because we canceled the ones we ordered off Amazon. They weren't gonna get here in time. We'll just see if we can find something a little bit better. All right, we're at PetSmart trying to research some food. No, we're...
This is so good.
What do I have to deal with? Crazy. All right guys, it's the next day and I just want to do a little haul of some of the stuff we picked up for the dog. We're getting so many packages in the mail. Are you ready for a new sibling? Are you ready for a new sibling? Stuff we picked up at the store. We've got some toys. Got this giant pickle. Got a little frisbee. We've got this little box. We then ordered the Snoop. If you don't know what this is, it's an enrichment toy for dogs. You basically open this up. You can put kibble or little treats or whatever in here, and then you fold it in, and they can kind of roll this around, and it makes it a little harder to get the treats out, so it helps enrich them. A wired brush from Chi, and this dog shampoo. We were looking up some reviews, and this one seemed to have good reviews. It's by the brand Bugalugs, and this is a lavender and chamomile 4-in-1 shampoo, so it's a little like calming for them as well. But I thought it looked really, really cute. So hopefully she likes some of those toys. We're gonna have to like do a little test to see like what type of stuff she's interested in. So we just kind of got some different things and not a ton of stuff right now, just so we can gear towards what she actually likes when we figure that out. But we also got this giant bed. I was pretty specific on what I wanted, and I didn't, I wanted to make sure her bed was something that like I would want to lay in, and this is honestly perfect. Ethan just found this at PetSmart today. We also got a cover for the car to put over the back seat. So this will hang on the headrest, and then it kind of like makes a little barrier so she can stand on the seats and won't get like jostled around too much. I'm hoping she does well in the car. I'm hoping she doesn't get sick in the car, but if she can't kind of like settle, I'm gonna have to get like a car seat or like a buckle with a harness so she can be buckled in, but we'll see how she does. These are little treat molds. Got a 2-pack, and because I want to make homemade dog treats from scratch, just because it's pretty simple, like it doesn't take a lot of ingredients, and they're all like ingredients people could eat, so I feel better putting it in my dog's treats. But they got little bone shapes, and then there's paw prints. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try and make my own dog treats and have a cute little container and all of that. But I think this will be so easy to make a ton all at once, fill them in a container, bake them in the oven, like done. I don't even know if I said it on here, but we did a poll to figure out what we were gonna name her, because we kept going between different names and couldn't decide on anything. But the poll chose that her name is gonna be Piper. So we were kind of deciding last minute between Piper and Hazel, but Piper won the poll, so her name is going to be Piper. All the poop bags. I got a giant pack of poop bags off Amazon. I think I have 30 rolls in here. It's about 300 bags. So this should last us for a little bit, but we were at TJ Maxx yesterday, and TJ Maxx definitely has the better deal on poop bags, because I think, I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this, but I'm pretty sure I saw a pack that had less rolls, but it was like more bags per roll, which totaled over 300 rolls, or 300 bags at TJ Maxx for less than what I paid for all of these rolls. So I'm gonna be looking there next time we have to restock. I went with a hands-free leash, and it comes with a little bag. I've been seeing this all over TikTok. This goes around your waist. These little like bungee parts, so that it creates some resistance, but it still lets them be able to kind of pull a little bit without getting choked. And they've got different parts to like hold on to if you need to hold them closer. And it comes with a little pouch, so I can put this on here, and it'll go on like the waist part, and I can put my phone in here, I can put treats in here. It's a decent length to keep them close to you, but also keep your hands free. This is something I have gotten my parents into. They have now 2 of these for their dogs. And this is the food and water bowl set. It looks like this. It raises and lowers based on the height of your dog, but it is a built-in slow feeder and a slow water dispenser. So basically you fill this with water and there's a little plate on top so that they can't slosh around their water and they can't drink it too fast. So this is really helpful to create less mess, and the slow feeder is good so that they don't eat their food too fast and get sick. So very excited about this, and I like that it all comes in one. I've got a ton of more things coming in the coming days, and I just can't wait for her to get here. So guys, update, we officially have a date that we are going to get to bring Piper home. Orange County Animal Services called me today and said she's getting spayed today, so it's already done by now. It's 7 p.m. But she got spayed today, and they said the earliest I could bring her home was tomorrow at like 3 or 4 o'clock. But if I needed more time, I could wait until Saturday to pick her up. So we thought about it, and I decided to make an appointment on Saturday after work to go pick her up, just because we have a ton of stuff still coming to the house and getting everything prepped for her, and I knew a lot of stuff wasn't going to get here until Saturday, so I kind of wanted that time for her to be able to rest and recuperate at the shelter. That way she's not distracted with everything here, and we would be as prepared as we can be on Saturday. We're still not going to probably have the gates by then, but I think hopefully the crate should be here by then, and we'll get to set up the spare bedroom and kind of clean that out so we'll have plenty of space to put the crate. Her all situated in there, but I think tonight I'm going to try and make some dog treats and get that stuff all prepped. But I have car covers in my car, the leash, the collar, that's all in my car, ready to go to pick her up on Saturday, but it's getting so close. Good morning, today is the day. We are picking up Piper later today. I'm about to head to work soon, but right after work I'm gonna head straight to the shelter and pick her up, and we're gonna take her home. We've been doing a lot of putting things together and just getting her room all prepped. She's gonna be in the guest bedroom for a little bit just to get acclimated, and so the cats can kind of get acclimated while she's still recovering. So we've been putting everything together and moving things around there. But let me show you what the progress is. All right, so here's the guest bedroom. We've got her bed in the corner, and then we've got this beautiful crate we got off Amazon, and we got her a nice fluffy little pad to put in there with some blankets, covered it. We got her food and water over there, and then got toys, treats, and all the fun stuff. So it's a really cozy environment, and she can be in here, she can walk around, and then we can also just like hang out, and if necessary, sleep in here as well. So excited, I hope she really likes it. I think it's a good amount of space for her to just to get acclimated to. Cats are not ready. They are not ready for what we are about to bring into this house. We'll see what filming I can get picking her up. I mean, my hands are kind of gonna be full, so I might just have to wait till we're in the car, but because we're also gonna be driving separate, so Ethan might join us a little bit later. But let me pick her up today. Are you excited?
I am.
All right, work is done. Let's go pick up our girl. All right, guys, it is the next day, and it is much, much later, but I never actually showed you our girl. So we're a little riled up right now, and we're trying to get her to settle, but it's not working too well. But this is Piper. Say hi. She's doing very well, and honestly, it could be so much worse bringing home a dog, so I'm very grateful that she is pretty easy. She's for the most part pretty calm and well-mannered, but she is still recovering from her space surgery, so she is going to be in the cone or the donut. We also have a recovery shirt that she can wear, but we're not allowed to do any heavy exercise or running around or roughhousing, or we can't bathe her, like a bunch of stuff we have to wait to do until she's fully recovered. So come along on this journey of dog parenting. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date on my latest content. You can also follow me on Instagram or TikTok at bgraf100 to stay up to date on the content there. And I will see you next time. Say bye. Bye.